anointing. You put some up here. Woo, man. Woo. Put some money. Put some anointing on this money. You put something up here. You put. Woo. Prosper. Prosper, I said.
It's been going on since the dawn of time. But before we begin, No Regret Show, named Larry, think about joining the channel. Before we even begin, I want to say thank you to my mother and thank you to my father for raising me right, getting me out of the ghetto and getting me out of the hood and sacrificing so much to give me better opportunities. Because there's two ways you can go in this world, and we're going to get into that. There's two ways you can go. You can go the straight and narrow. You can be a cornball. You can be a geek. You can be a nerd and have all the perks and all the possibilities later on in life. Or you could be cool, be in the street, be the man and end up in the prison system or end up in the ground. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it's important that your children take the right path and you get them out of the hood, because other than my DUI in my late 20s when I was, going through my divorce and partying way too much, even when I got locked up, they put me in the front seat because they knew I wasn't a threat. They stopped to get me something to eat. They actually stopped at a pizza joint and got me 2 slices of pizza. They never even put me in a jail cell. I sat at the table. I was so respectful to the officers and, everybody there, where they literally knocked my charges down to just almost 3 months of a license suspension. That was it. That was it. Because I was respectful. That was it. Now, the whole thing is, I've never been questioned by the police for a crime. I've never been in a questioning room. I've never been in the back of a squad car. I've never had any allegations of me being somewhere. A lot of my friends are actually law enforcement, corrections officers. They own landscaping businesses, pool businesses, barbershops, because I surround myself with hardworking people of all different types of color, religions, and backgrounds. When you're in the black and brown community, it's very easy to sell hopes and dreams, and all you got to do is tack wealth behind it. You want to build wealth? You want money? All you got to do is give me your money and I can get you money. This has been going on since the dawn of time. Your politicians will always lie to the poor black community. Your ministers and preachers will always lie to the black community. You got so many people that recently popped up in 2020, 2021. All you got to do after this video is type in quick money, type in trades, type in any type of stock. There is somebody with a class selling that. All you got to do is type in how to get a Lamborghini making $25,000 a year. All you got to do is type in how to get real estate quick. And there's a lot of people that will sell you the dream and they'll sell you hope. When I get up here, I've always emphasized, when you shut these cameras off, we go back to our lives. It doesn't make a difference if you're on the straight, if you're a grifter, if you're a scammer. We go back to our lives. Either our lives are great because we scam the shit out of people, or they're great because we put the work in. But when you're out here, your kids will see what you're doing. I've seen my family, and they still do. They buy expensive cars without having money for their kids for college. They got the new pocketbooks. They got the new clothes every weekend to go out and party. They're constantly buying lottery tickets and scratch offs. And I see this, and I can't even save them. So I know I can't save people up here who are strangers. I may be able to save some of you, but I'm not going to be able to save everybody. I see the hope. Oh, I'm going to win this Mega Millions. Oh, I'm going to win this Powerball. And the first thing they say is what they're going to buy. They're going to buy a mansion. They're going to buy jewelry. That they're going to do this. They're going to do that. And then they don't win. They take that $200 that they saw everybody on TV and everybody in the news is joining the frenzy of the Mega Millions and the Powerball. I might have thrown $2. Because just to say I'm in it, I'll throw $2. If you gonna win, you gonna win. I'm not throwing hundreds of dollars in the lottery every day, every week. I'll throw $2 in it. And at most, I lost $2 and they lost hundreds of dollars. And when you get up here and you try to make these videos to help people, a lot of people don't want help. A lot of black people, they do not want help. They want to be sold the dream of the possibility. They want to be sold the dream of help. And you're never going to make everybody happy. If you make a video, I've gotten comments where you make these type of videos and they go, systemic racism, you putting your own people down and you're dragging your community down. And then when you make a video and you don't mention black people, you got a platform. Why ain't you talking to your black folks up here? You should be helping, trying to guide the youth. When you make a video telling people, listen, don't buy this stock. You know, don't pile into this stock because just 2 years ago it was Tesla. Then before that it was Apple. And then before that it was this. And then before that there's always a new thing that the news and social media is pumping. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know this. You don't know that. Okay. It's all right. It is what it is. A lot of times the people that are trying to warn you are in a better financial situation. They're in a better personal situation. They're in an overall better situation than you are. That's why they're trying to look out for you. I've always said, yo, listen, get your kids out of the hood. What's up, little bros? You got big bro here. I'm trying to look out for you before you take that bus ride in Chains upstate or down south or out to the Midwest. I try to help you not take that path. Be different. If you have a skill, key in on that skill. It doesn't always have to be sports. You could want to get into computers. You could want to get into fashion. You could want to get into real estate. You could want to get into finance, real finance. Go to school, get a degree in finance. You could want to be a CPA. You want to start, you want to start that barbershop business. You want to go into the military. You want to go into law enforcement. You want to be a fireman. You want to be a doctor. You want to be a lawyer. You want to be an engineer. You want to be a biochemist. Guess what? You never got to look over your shoulder of somebody wanting their money because they loaned you something on consignment. You know what I'm talking about. You don't have to look over your shoulder that the law enforcement is looking for you. You don't got to look over your shoulder that the U.S. Marshals is looking for you. You're not on the run. You can go home knowing that you're a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. And people can talk on and on and on how the working man is the sucker. The working man is the backbone of the United States. Without the UPS drivers, without the Amazon drivers, without the Uber drivers, without the DoorDash, the longshoremen, the finance, the bankers, the lawyers, all the doctors, the engineers, without the toll working people, without your construction, without your truck drivers, there is no economy. There is no United States. There is no stock market. We are the driving force. First, you got your scammers all the way at the top, taking the easy way out, scamming the hell out of everybody, your politicians, your ministers, your preachers, your social media scammers, and then you got the drags on society that want the free ride. And the only people who end up paying is the hardworking people in the middle, because all the top people, they're not paying taxes. They got loopholes for the taxes. And then the bottom people, they're not working. They're just a drag on society, getting government money and, trying to start up dreams of how to get wealthy when they're broke as hell. And the only thing they're going to do is buy liabilities. And then you got the working class people that yeah, we do get screwed. But at the end of the day, you mark my words, you stay on that grind. You sacrifice. You hold off on the liabilities till later on. Trust me, you will be able to buy all the dumb shit you want with somebody else renting your real estate. All these other people jumping in and out of stocks and all the stuff that they're buying. You'll be able to just sit back and not even participate. I don't even know what's going on half the time in the market. The only time I know what's going on in the market is when I have to watch for something big that will happen. I'll skim through. But other than that, I don't give a damn. I could care less. The thing is, you want other people's inability to control their emotions and their discipline to work for you. You can point them in the right direction, but if they don't go, it is what it is. You cannot fix people. Let them be aggressive at what they believe in and then be victims when it doesn't work out and they get crushed. And then they'll come to you and blame you. Why didn't you warn them? Why didn't you help me? You're supposed to look out for me. And you could just say, hey, I told you were going to have regrets in the future. Let people talk. Let people say what they want to say about you. When I shut the camera off, or you go back to your life, you know what it really is. I don't pay attention to the comment section. I don't pay attention to the scams. You got people who make cut paste videos about me. I find it amusing because there is no legitimacy in comment sections, and there is no legitimacy about videos that people make about you and cut and paste. When I shut the camera off, I go back to real world. So people can keep enjoying La La Land, keep believing what these ministers, these politicians, these preachers, these grifters, these scammers are telling you. But later on in life, when I'm up here making videos, still got my freedom, still got my channel, God willing, still living life, and I'm somewhere else in another country telling you I told you so, then maybe you'll believe me, and I'm sure I'll still get hate. But all my subscribers, keep chugging, keep doing what you got to do, and you'll get to where you want to go. Only you know where you want to go with your family. No regrets. Get it.